I haven't really been out of state except for like when I was born, so yeah. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, when I was younger, there was like a couple of times where I went to Mexico, but it was basically like just after the border, so like, does it really count? You still have to have a passport, I guess, but like, still. Same. Yeah. Yeah, like Ray's been to like France before. With any luck, the applications will be open by the end of stream. Ugh. I don't know why I just now thought about it, but actually, in conversation of travel, Ray's going out of state, like on Sunday, for about a week. They're going to Washington to visit some family. Yeah. I guess it really depends. Ooh. Mm. Since I'm in California, it's kind of hard to like really have an accurate visual of how far away like 6 hours of driving is, because that's still more California. Where I live now is definitely like more walkable, but it's also like the apartment complex that I live near isn't super close to also a lot of like retail locations, but there's like a bike trail that goes along the freeway too, so like it is pretty accessible in that way. So there's that. No. Yeah, there is a like Mediterranean grocery store like on the corner out of my apartment. But like my apartment like complex is like about the size of a whole block, and it's just the apartment complex. So there's also like a golf course across the street, and then like freaking boomers. I don't know if that's in Ohio. Apparently, there's very few locations. It's like it's an arcade that also has like mini golf. Apparently, the one here near where I live now has like rides. I don't know. It's just weird. Nice. Nice. I'm pretty sure there is one within like 2 miles of where I am. Unless I'm like confusing it for like another like not coffee, cookie place in the area that's also like right next to the Sanrio store basically. I'm pretty sure it's Insomnia, but I've only been like a couple of times, so that's why I'm not 100% sure. You good? Okay. Okay, I already edited the On Stars video like earlier this week, and it's full of crabs, and I love that for it. Just the discussions of crab. Mentions of crab everywhere because of the crab card. The world can now hear both of us. A Christmas miracle.
Hello! Christmas in July?
Yeah. I don't know why I like say that like regardless of what time of year it is. It's just stuck.
Christmas miracle!
Yeah.
It sounds like something Nagi and Idler 7 would say.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, Christmas miracle!
Excellent.
Miss Idler 7.
I sort of do too. I need to continue watching. I think it was the second season? I don't know. I'm still waiting for Tamaki to open the door.
Oh yeah! I remember you saying that like a year ago. You're like, I left off at this part. That's so funny, actually.
Feels like we're like about halfway through the SF story. There's so many epilogues. Why are there 5 epilogues? Why does Monstars do this?
They always do that, like...
It's special. Let me know when you're ready.
What is the junior-senior campaign?
It's for older players like us to help newer players, so not us, like, get goals together sort of thing. They did it in JP too, but just like, everyone that I know is already playing.
The buddy system.
Yeah, basically.
I've never seen that, I don't know. Ooh, I have an achievement.
Nice.
Oh wait, I have a lot of achievements. Oh no, I will click through this later.
Yeah, if you haven't done it before, there's definitely a lot. Hey, that Ataki on me on that screen. It's like, go away.
Okay, we are on the cold.
Yeah, the Cold War episode 6.
Oh, the Cold War! I just saw the cold! It says it at the top!
Yeah. I can't look at Makoto because, like, I just think of one typo that Ray did a while ago that was just Makut.
You're like, I can't look at him. I'm like, why? What did he do?
Yeah, we did defy the higher-ups. But I feel like Tenjin and even Hasumi were very supportive of us. They respected us and let us do what we wanted. That's right. You guys should really be more grateful to the student council. You would say that, Makun. But the situation is too horrible even for being targeted and punished by the higher-ups. I can feel a sense of malice. I wonder why.
Alkaloid support was the only source of comfort. The letter code had been inspected, so they're using a lot of different codes and trying to help us get out of the jungle.
It reminded me of the SS last year, or rather, its preliminary, the Autumn Live. We communicated via codes then. How nostalgic. I don't remember the Autumn Live.
Neither.
Yep, but we can't use the same codes as last time since we don't have our smartphones. And we have to interpret what Alkaloid is saying, is trying to convey, and try to get out of here.
But hey, why would those kids from Alkaloid be so nice to us?
That's a mystery. We hardly had any contact with them before.
Maybe they are returning the favor from back in the summer? We did offer to help them against knights, but we didn't do much for the hardships those guys faced.
Well, they seem to have a strong sense of duty. Or it might just be because we're peers from the same agency.
But despite being in the same agency, we're rivals competing in the same region in the qualifying round of SS. I think they've gone way overboard to help us.
Yep, it was a bit strange. They had every reason to see us as an eyesore, considering we complicated matters by giving up our right to skip the qualifying round.
Yeah, it was definitely weird, but I just don't want to doubt them. They are good kids.
Good kids? Some of them are older than us, you know. Be careful with what you say, Subaru. Even if you don't mean to, you might offend other people.
Yep, I know. Natsume got mad at me for something like this before. My rare pair. I'll reflect on myself. I don't know if I can fix that, though. For Uniborn and ES, I guess the common sense at Yumenosaki doesn't apply to Alkaloid. For us, older people are always a sign of trouble. Despite not having that much of a difference in our experiences in life, I feel like we always get played and fooled by them. Maybe we should be more cautious of that person. I'm sorry to make such an accusation, but that older guy from Alkaloid...
Okay, that Tatsumi Kazahaya. I don't have my laptop or smartphone with me, so I can't look up anything specific. He's from Reimei Academy, right? I can read.
Yes, the same school as Eve's, which is enough for my alarm system to go off. He doesn't like Tatsumi.
We got thrashed by Eve after all. I'd hate to repeat the same mistake we made at last year's Summer Live. Back then, we were too optimistic in assuming that Eve was on our side, only to fall for their trap. And that got us badly beaten.
Yep, for you. That's right. If that Tatsumi Kazahaya is using the same tactics as Eve did, we're probably in a more awful situation than we thought. Cold.
After the falling. The falling at Joker. Makes me feel like Watcher is gonna just appear. The next morning, Hokkaido TV station, behind the scenes of a live stage for music programs.
Hello? Yes, that's right. Everything goes smoothly, although Trickstar members are finally starting to catch on. But I'd be more suspicious if they stayed relaxed in that strange environment. They've wandered around in the mysterious jungle since the qualifying round started. So, though they've participated in the game, they haven't gotten a chance to get first-hand experience. And they don't know the rules of SS have changed a lot this year. With their extremely limited contact with the outside world, they can only get distorted information from me. So they're at their wits' end, and can only act blindly. As the champions of last year's SS, they're undoubtedly talented idols, but now, no matter how grand their visions are, they're reduced to armchair strategists. No matter how many ideas they have in their heads, if they can't put them into reality, they're nothing. What's that saying? Fools have no good strategies. All their effort are futile in their current situation. It's like they've been stuck in a nightmare. And I shall end it all before they wake up from it. Yes, I'll terminate Trickstar as you instructed. My job has been much easier with your coordination since you are the operator. Yeah, it's like in a gambling game where the banker always wins. And I am just a dealer hired by the banker. I pretend to be a customer, blend in with the group, and harvest their money by playing Hold'em or Blackjack. And then turn over the money to the banker and receive my salary as the dealer. It's a win-win situation. Our interests are aligned due to the order I received. So rest assured, I won't betray you. Yeah, alright, amen! I know we believe in different gods, but let's at least pray with the same posture and language.
Dots from Hero.
Whoa, Hero, when did you get here? Did you hear what I said on the phone just now?
No, I didn't want to. Eavesdropping on others' conversations is considered to be ill-bred. Though I feel you were saying something suspicious. I trust you can make the right judgment and do the right thing in any situation.
Haha, being right alone is not enough, however.
I don't know what you meant, but it's time for us to go on stage, so let's get ready, alright?
Sure, it's not really an easy task. Voting lives is the most effective way to earn SSL dollar, so we've been performing non-stop for several days. But if we do the same thing every day, the audience will eventually get tired of us. So we keep changing the theme, preparing new songs and costumes. There's never enough time and money to do them all. And someone who's not very adaptable, as someone who's not very adaptable, I'm struggling to adjust to all those changes at each stage. That's why I envy young and intelligent boys like you so much. How I hate getting old. No, it's more like I should be ashamed of my lack of experience.
You're talking like a grandpa again.
Don't you think it feels very lovely?
Actually, I don't really understand what lovely means.
Hey, it's already time. Why are you guys talking about irrelevant things with a serious face?
No, for God's sake. You're doing us a disservice. Aren't you supposed to call Tatsumi back, hero? But look at you. You're here chatting with him. Hurry up, please. The rehearsal is about to start. Sorry. We'll be right there. We've been so busy since the qualifying round started that we have no time to relax. Even while having a hot spring bath or eating at the hotel, we sometimes talked about our plans for the next day. Even I'm getting exhausted by this kind of busy schedule, and I once was so confident in my physical strength. What's wrong, Tatsumi? Let's go. Mayuri and Ira are still waiting for us on the stage.
Yeah, sorry. I spaced out. Guess I'm too tired to keep focused.
Pull yourself together, Tatsumi. Our unit is still inexperienced and unstable, and we need a reliable guide like you to carry us forward.
Alright. It's nice to be needed like this. Let's go then. This SS has just begun. Thoughts.
Internal thoughts.
It hurts so much.
Oh dear.
Who is he on the phone with?
Who knows? Could be Gatekeeper or someone like that.
Yeah.
About an hour later, at the 8th performance of Alkaloid in Hokkaido, I can read, I promise. Music notes.
Music notes?
Haha, as expected, the two young boys aren't showing any signs of fatigue. They must be very happy to be on stage. Of course they'd! After all, in the worst case, our unit would have been disbanded in the summer. But our efforts and actions earned us a place and saved our idol career. We didn't change the world or the times, but this result was a miracle too, and we won't take it for granted. Instead, we'll hold on to it and savor it 100 times until it loses all its taste. It may not sound good to call it needy, but that's Alkaloid's trait and merit. And I'm also a member of Alkaloid. If someone has known me before, they might think I am a good-for-nothing now, but I'll still move forward hungrily. We've worked so hard to get to this shining place. I don't want to lose it.
Tatsumi, are your feet hurting now?
You caught me, Mayuri.
I think the other two have noticed it too. That's why they're showing themselves more actively to draw people's attention. They don't want the audience to notice you are not feeling well.
I see. I'm touched. Those two kids' growth is awe-inspiring.
Yes, and their horizons have been much broader. Besides, we've been holding lives constantly since summer, so they're also accumulated enough practical experience. That was hard, too many words. Though it makes me somehow sad and lonely to see they grow out of the freshness they had when they first took the stage. Oh, it's not like I'm unhappy with their growth.
Haha, if we don't improve ourselves seriously, our juniors might overtake us in the blink of an eye. There may not be much time left for us to put on airs as a senior.
Yeah, you are right. And I am always in bad shape. The panic would grasp me immediately whenever I entered an unfamiliar environment.
Even if so, you did your job well. You've never run away, and I appreciate that. That's something I want to learn.
I think you also finished your work perfectly all along. I don't know why you seem in a bad state today, though.
Remember when they assigned Mayoi the mother?
Yeah.
Wasn't it him?
Yeah.
That's so funny. Yes, as you can tell, my feet are starting to ache because of the cold weather caused by the change of season and environment.
Ah, indeed. It's said that cold weather makes joints ache.
Haha, just an excuse from an old bird like me.
Looks like you mind being called a grandpa.
So he's so real for that. I've broken my hand and my ankle and they hurt all the time in the winter. It's like bad. More precisely, I am happy about it. The alkaloid kids were the first to describe me that way, and I was surprised to know that I had such a side. As the saying goes, every day is a good day, and I learn something new every day. That's why I don't want to let it go. I don't want to give up every normal day like this. Things are different from last summer. Even if we do badly in the qualifying rounds for SS, we won't be dismissed immediately. But the risk is always there. We can never let down our guard, even for a moment. The threat of being fired if we disobey is effective, as we proved during the summer. And in the future, we may continue to face threats from the higher-ups and have to act against our own will. To say no in such a case, we must gain enough power to defy them. Therefore, we must achieve something in SS. After all, this SS is a ritual to create the finest speed. We must take advantage of it and gain as much benefit as we can. Even if it's difficult to win the qualifying round, we should at least try to make it in the top 5, which seems to be the secret order that Hero received. I've heard about the idol's behavior in other areas. It seems that if you violate the secret order, you will be severely punished. The sanctions for not complying with the secret order are much worse than the fines for violating the personal order. Some rebellious units are suffering early in qualifying round because of it. But they're all rumors. I haven't heard much information about other regions, perhaps because the operators are concerned that units will join together to defy them. Maybe the operators are spreading rumors purposely to show their power and send the warning that anyone who goes against the authority will be punished badly. However, we're not Crazy Bee. We can't turn a bad reputation into power like them. So even if these rumors are nonsense, we have no choice but to obey the orders of the higher-ups meekly. If that's God's wish, I, of course, will follow his path obediently.
That's amazing.
Back to the damn island.
At the same time, in the Hokkaido jungle,
let's sort through the situation. If our hypothesis were true, that Alkaloid is really adopting the same tactics as Eve. Oh, in other words, if Alkaloid is an enemy pretending to be our friend, what should we do? I'd like to hear your opinions, everyone.
before we start the discussion, I want to ask you a question. Why are you purposely communicating in code? You're always serious about everything, so you must have a proper reason for doing it. Maybe my question is a little inappropriate.
Isn't it wonderful? And a little nostalgic. Using the same code as the Autumn Live, right? The emojis on SNS in place of the Japanese syllabary? Syllabary. I've never heard that word.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I took linguistics and I don't know that word.
Indeed, it's time consuming to draw these expressions on the ground. It allows us to have our own secret conversation. We're just drawing on the ground, oh boy. Yes, but if we're using the Autumn Live code, that Sayagisa from Eden might just decode our conversation. I'm sure has already done a lot of decoding by now, so it's highly risky to use the same code now, right?
True, but it's been more than a year since the Autumn Live, and our codes have gradually changed. So he might rather be fooled by us because he only knows the old version. Don't you think so?
That's possible. He might misread our cue because he has preconceptions, but the decoding way is the same, so if he wants to, he still can decode a conversation. Well, we've chosen a place to avoid being caught by cameras, and we've also blocked the code with our bodies, so there should be no problem. But if we act too unnaturally, we may still be suspected.
Yuki, you're very good at managing information, so I'll leave the job to you. If you find anything suspicious, don't hesitate to tell us.
Got it. It's finally my time to shine. Like a fish in the water, Makoto.
I was just about to say, they don't let Subaru talk enough.
Yeah, he has been talking a lot.
Like it's just the three of them, and I forget he's there. Or like, he's such a fun character to read for. I'm like, let him speak, let my boy talk.
Because Uki finally has the chance to play to his strength. He was so depressed before when he couldn't connect to the internet in this jungle. Anyway, I think he's been put in the right place now. We don't need to be omnipotent all the time. We just need to do what we can do in the team.
That's right. And that way, we can be better than any team is. So we'll never lose to anyone.
Yes, and the villains are usually in the minority. Justice always prevails.
It could be very interesting if we dig deeper, but don't look so serious. The enemy will notice us. He's right. We're supposed to play drawing games to kill time. And we should play in a leisurely, innocent manner. Let our enemy think we're fools falling for his tricks unconsciously. Then, when it's caught off guard, we'll strike where he is unprepared.
It's like Godzilla. Well, that's Trickstar's tactic. So we're the champions of the previous SS. We can't make those regal actions like Fine and Eden. We've always won by taking our opponents by surprise.
Sounds lame if you put it that way, don't you think?
But it's a good one. Sometimes we can even turn the tide from a huge disadvantage without even knowing what we've done. That alone is enough to prevent the enemy from attacking us easily. This time is an exception since we are the former SS champions. Most of the time, we're so poor that our enemy would gain nothing even if they defeat us.
You could say that's not economic, and since we have nothing, no one will target us. Alright.
Alright. I don't know what code they're writing in, that's weird.
As far as I can tell, like, what I got is that they're like drawing emojis on the ground, and that's their code.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. They're being silly. Anyway, you guys have been repeating enemies since a while ago, but who is our enemy this time? Are you sure it's Kazuhaya from Alkaloid scheming to attack us?
Very likely. Though it's more like there were no other options, and I couldn't think of anyone else as our imaginary enemy. Our potential enemies like Fine or Knights are already sent to other regions, so they're above suspicion from the beginning. Besides, they have no reason to mess with us now. During the qualifying round of SS, every unit is busy fighting in their own areas.
They can't afford to meddle with us just for fun, not to mention they are far, far away from us.
Indeed. This is the end of the land and the north. This is the end of the land and the north? What does that mean?
I think like the most north possible, I guess.
Yeah.
It's a silly phrase.
Hokkaido.
Yeah. We may not even be in Hokkaido, but somewhere completely isolated.
Right. We can only be in contact with the so-called SS Operations Committee, who airdrop supplies to us every day. This is so weird.
Yeah. Yes, thanks to their supplies, we've managed to stay alive without starving or freezing. Though I don't think the committee is on our side either. Because if they were, they wouldn't have dropped us here, leaving us idling about.
Idling.
We've been banished far away from the competition site, unable to do any proper idle activities. I mean, you just said you were idling around, so get your story straight. Or should their purpose is to prevent us from participating in SS?
Or maybe they think we're important and need to stay in a safe place. Like Mr. Wakame did last time in DDD.
Or that could be called protection, that almost every crime in the world can be exempt from the criminal law. It's just that self-claimed big brother insisted that I was weak and needed his protection but messed it up. He really called him Oni-san, not in front of his face. That is so mean. Say it to Izumi.
Really?
Gosh.
It's said that the operations committee consists mostly P Association members. Anzu is affiliated with that organization, so if she wants to protect us through it, well, I don't see how that's possible. She'd never limit our movements, even out of kindness. I believe she knows us better than anyone else, even ourselves.
I'm even a little worried about Anzu. She might be isolated from the rest of the committee. And I hope she wouldn't put herself in danger just because she wants to help us.
You're right. Anyway, the only unit that has been in contact with us through such a shady committee is Alkaloid.
Yeah, they even spent their SSL dollar to buy supplies for us. And by the way, they are acting. It seems like they're on our side. In the past, we would have been overjoyed at this behavior, hollering. They're so kind-hearted.
We've changed with experience. We never fall into the same trap and repeat the same mistakes we once had in the summer life. Besides, we don't know anything about Alkaloid yet. We can't be sure they're trustworthy, so it's necessary to remain skeptical, more or less.
I don't want to be too skeptical. I've said many times that I think they are good kids. Precisely, I mean, they're good idols. Whoa!
Sorry, my phone just yeah. Depending on the situation, even good people can commit crimes. For example, when someone more important to them than us is held hostage. I also went astray in the first DDD. I loved you all very much, but at that time, I put my own bright future ahead. I was so afraid that all the efforts I made up would be lost, just because I was one of you. I'm very regretful now. I was too weak and foolish at that time.
No, it's not for me to say, but you had no other choice then, Hokuto.
That's right. Our priority now is to look ahead and think about what we should do next, instead of regretting the past.
I agree too. Let's do our best to avoid repeating the same mistakes. SS has just begun. There's still plenty of opportunities for us to turn things around.
Exactly. Even though we're in the abyss, we can still reach the stars if we jump with all our might.
Yep, we can get it up to speed of the first cosmic velocity. Even a flashlight can penetrate the night sky. And Trickstar will always give us the propulsion and to help us achieve that.
Looks at Mao and holds out his hand for a handshake.
Shyly takes his hand.
What are you two doing?
Yeah, it's not the time to compete to whose words are more high-sounding, okay? I know. What we should do now is win the qualifying round of SS at all costs. It's an important battle, and we can't afford to be careless.
To do that, we need to break the status quo. But there's very little we can do right now.
We just realized the existence of our enemy. We can't even make sure it's true.
Yes, but we have no other leads to follow. Let's just consider Alkaloid as our enemy and discuss our countermeasures.
Oh boy.
The drama.
By pretending to be our friend, Alkaloid is manipulating us through letters. They're sending us supplies at their own expense, pretending to care about us, so they can gain our trust and thus deceive and betray us.
Considering their only information source, they're playing it in a very clever way. And then we can only judge things from the information they gave us. And they can lead us in any direction they want by mixing ulterior lies in their messages. For example, if they told us in the letter that we can escape from this place by going in this direction, in fact, we would wander deeper into the jungle. Yes, they can trap us in the jungle forever with such a small move. They can keep us pinned in here forever until the qualifying round ends. Honestly, I think we've already been lured in the wrong direction. We've been walking in the jungle all the time, but never get out of it. And the scenery around looks much lusher.
Lusher?
Yeah, I don't know.
Much, not just lusher, much lusher.
Yeah. I have the same feeling, but on the other hand, we may also meet danger if we go in the opposite direction. After all, we can't make sure that they're deceiving us, and considering our movements are always under their monitoring. If we start moving in the contrary direction, they can just reserve the instructions. We don't have a map and are unfamiliar with this area. There's no guarantee that we'll escape even if we ignore the instructions and act on our own.
Well, we're at the end of our rope. What should we do now?
It might be a breakthrough. Have you noticed a strange thing that every time Alkaloid sends us a letter, it's not signed by their leader Amagi something, but by the name of Tatsumi Kazuhaya? And just now, like, ooh, I don't know, that would have been my first clue.
Yeah.
That's why I began to suspect that Kazuhaya. It's not something I was prejudiced. It's not that I was prejudiced against him just because he came from the same Reime Academy as Eve.
So you do have a prejudice against him?
Because this so-called human nature is greatly influenced by one's background.
It sounds very convincing from you. Well, if that's the case, then that Tatsumi Kazuhaya guy is acting as the representative of Alkaloid, leaving the leader out of the picture. As I recall, Kazuhaya is the oldest member in Alkaloid. Maybe he's just standing in the spotlight as a proxy for his inexperienced junior. Or, I'm not saying that Hiro is his puppet, but maybe the real leader is Kazuhaya.
Ah, like the old Fine? In the last era. Their, is it nominal?
I think so.
Nominal leader was Mr. Blue, but the real boss was Eiichi. Is Alkaloid like it too? Besides, I've heard that Hiro is a freshman and knows nothing about the idol industry. Indeed, it's possible for an experienced senior takes over the power of a leader who lacks knowledge or ability. They really gave Subaru some bad grammar there.
Yeah. Let alone who's in charge within Alkaloid now. Normally when contacting other units, shouldn't they speak in the name of the leader?
Yes, it should be this way. Although not as much as in the Yumenosaki Academy, ES also gives the leader of each unit a strong power, the Yumenosaki Academy. Therefore, it's more trustworthy and accessible to communicate in the leader's name. And I guess that's why the secret orders are given to the leaders only. Which means, to control a unit, one has to start with the leader.
So, what's the secret order about? I know it's forbidden, but I am super curious.
Hidaka, you've been acting strange. Is it because of that secret order?
Partly. It's a very provoking, stressful secret order. I feel like I'm immobilized, trapped at the bottom of the ocean. Makes me agitated easily.
We're already on the verge of melting down, even without much pressure. I am worried about you, Hokuto.
Thanks, but don't worry. I've already known that with great power comes great responsibility. Forget it. Let's just assume that Tatsumi Kazuhaya acted without the leader's permission. That's the case. We'll have some chance of winning. Instead of fighting an all-out war with Alkaloid, we would only need to defeat Tatsumi Kazuhaya. After all, if our enemy was just one with the strongest and best 4 of us, we could beat him up bare hands.
That sounds so bloody.
That's the Hokke I know. Great, I'm finally refreshed.
Hello, Hikubichu, welcome on in.
Hi, Hikubichu. On stars, me when I'm on stars.
The question is, how exactly are we going to defeat Kazuhaya? He's manipulating us from an overwhelming advantageous position, you know? These words. Can't disagree. He's the player who controls the game, and we're just pawns on the board.
Yes, but we're like the Monkey King who cannot jump out of Buddha's palm. We've always managed to turn the tide, so we're just going to do the same thing this time. Right, Trickstar?
I didn't know it was Hajime's birthday.
Oh yeah.
Happy birthday, Hajime! Shinonon!
Little bunny boy. The next night, inside a Japanese-style hotel for the ES idols.
Dots.
You can't sleep, Tatsumi?
Eh? Oh, right. Please don't stand behind me silently, hero. I thought you were a ghost.
Ghosts aren't real. You don't need to consider that possibility.
Ahaha. You're surprisingly logical, and I mistook you for an impulsive guy when we first met. I thought you were an uncontrollable child and would explode with rage at any moment.
Really? Maybe it's because I was desperate and anxious during that summer. I couldn't think about anything more than taking my brother back home. But I'm not in such a dire situation now, and I'm a little loose in a good way. I think I can act more calmly and appropriately now. Considering all of these, Tatsumi, what do you think I should do next?
What do you mean?
I mean, I think you're fighting a secret battle alone. I don't know the details, but the fact that you are more exhausted than the rest of us is hard evidence. Of course you feel tired after performing day after day, but you seem to be also mentally drained, though it may be due to your feet injury on the face of it. It's actually a symptom of your psychological problem, am I right?
Dots.
I think you're worrying too much, and these worries have got you into a muddle. I guess that also led to your slow response and sleeplessness, right?
Kids nowadays are truly impressive. Alright, hero. You've seen through everything.
No, I haven't. That's why I'm asking you now. Don't belittle me and treat me like an ignorant child. Tell me what's bothering you, my senior. I'm willing to do anything for you, let alone hear you out. I'm the monarch leader of Alkaloid. Moreover, we've climbed up from the bottom of the abyss together. We're comrades. No, more precisely, it's actually because I love you and want to relieve some of your sorrows, my senior. That's cute.
Music note.
Please don't pat me on the head. I'm not saying it's offensive, but I still think it's somehow inappropriate. Hello?
My apologies. I couldn't help it because your words are so sweet. Heaven exists especially for good kids like you. Sorry, I still can't tell you the reason because it's about the order.
I guess so. If it weren't, you would have already told me everything in detail before I asked you.
You really think so? Actually, there are a lot of things that I haven't told you guys.
No, it's hard for people to tell everything about their life to others around them. For example, I haven't told you much about my hometown either. People in my hometown are secretive and don't want the inner workings of the area disclosed. Revealing everything would most likely cause trouble for you guys.
Oh god, that's gonna be the next, like, big arc.
Oh boy.
I see. Same here, then. I'll get you guys in trouble if I spill everything out this time.
I think it's the same with me. I have trained myself well enough to be able to survive most crises. Crises? I don't know. But since I'm not alone now, it's meaningless if I'm the only one safe, right?
Yeah, our current goal is to do well in the qualifying round of SS, though we won't lose our lives as idols immediately if we fail. It's still best to achieve a good result, for the sake of our future. In this way, if something happens, the worst case would be our wipeout. But if my own dropping out can save you guys, there's no problem. You can still form a unit.
Like, can there be no problem? We're not a unit without you.
Well, honestly, I don't want to leave you and disappear at this stage either. I want to live this glorious idol life in a glittering place with all of you. Well, though I don't want to sound like a know-it-all, I do know the worst-case scenario. There is no eternal happiness in this world. One wrong move and it's over. You might fall into the abyss forever. This is what I learned at Reimei Academy.
That's...
But knowing it doesn't mean I can solve it. That's the most annoying part. No matter how much I struggle, I can't perform beyond my limits. I can only do what is within my reach. Right now, at least, it's possible to put all the blame on me. If we were to be sentenced later, you could say it was all my own doings. And that's the fact. If we were to be condemned by the world like Crazy V someday, we could minimize the damage by sacrificing me.
And that's why you bore the whole thing all by yourself, right? But I think my brother was wrong about that matter. It's not right to sacrifice anyone, even if that person wants to bear all the blame. I couldn't face the truth in the past because I thought there was no way my brother could be wrong. But now I see that there are countless right answers in this world. Wise and great my brother is, he couldn't choose the right answer every time. That's why he needs others around to correct him when he makes mistakes. And it was you who taught me this. You and everyone in Alkaloid saved me from making mistakes. I wouldn't say that all my choices are absolutely right, but at least they have helped me secure a better future with my own hands. It's all thanks to you. I didn't lose my treasure, and thus regretted it all my life. Cute.
Tatsumi is nicer to Hiro than Rine is.
That's not really a high bar, though.
I don't know, I felt like they were really having like a big brother, little brother moment there, and I'm like, he has a brother though.
Yeah. And now I'm happy. I'm living as an idol, giving and receiving love, in a world I never imagined when I was a child. And I'm blessed to be an idol. That feeling grows stronger every time I perform on stage in this northern land. The local people who didn't know anything about us started to notice and look at us. They found us, understood us, and poured their love on us. These people smile at us, applaud us, and expect us to perform even better and become shinier. If not for you guys, I would be hiding in the darkness as my brother's shadow for the rest of my life.
Darkness! Dots.
According to the values of my hometown, what I'm doing now is wrong. My old self would have scorned me for being sinful and shameless. But now, I recognize myself as an idol. I'm one of Alkaloid. I'm someone who can be loved by others. Thanks to all of you, I've become who I am now, whom I'm proud of. Thank you for being with me, and correcting my mistakes whenever I made one. I will never forget your kindness to me. I want to repay you little by little. That's why I'm talking to you right now while rubbing my sleeping eyes.
I know. I'm really sorry for disturbing your rest when you're tired, Hiro.
You don't need to apologize. Dispelling your worries is more important than my rest.
You really are straightforward, Hiro.
No, I'm just too dumb to be flexible and change my mindset.
Really? Will it offend you if I say that you are like the old me?
Why will it offend me? I mean, I'm happy to be like you, Tatsumi. The honor is more than I deserve.
Music note.
Well, like I just said, I prefer you not to pet my head.
Sorry. Ira and Mayoi have been listening in on us this whole time. I should pet their heads too, because love should be equally given.
He's coming this way?
So you noticed we were awake, Tatsumi?
Because you looked like you were having trouble sleeping. Well, me too. I also fell under the covers after we returned from the live and didn't get up again. But at a time like this, we should have a nice meal, taken a hot spring bath, and changed into yukata before going to bed.
But bathing is also exhausting. I felt sleepy before I decided to have a bath.
We were sleepy, but we just couldn't fall asleep. I was still in high spirits from the afterglow of the live. Besides, I was worried about you, Tatsumi.
I have to apologize for making you worry about me. It seems that people really shouldn't do things they're not used to. However, I should feel happy that we've become so close that you can notice such a subtle change in me.
It's far more obvious than you think. We've been acting strange for a while now, Tatsun.
He's right. You always keep a low profile, but somehow you're uncharacteristically pushy in this SS qualifying round. Sorry, my choice of words might be a little harsh. Anyway, he suddenly became very active and kept giving us instructions one after another, asking us to do this and that. But thanks to you, we were doing quite well in the qualifying round in Hokkaido. Although the ranking of the amount of SS Lee dollar held by the idols hasn't been announced yet, we're very likely to stay at the top of the list. I think we'll probably hold off on sharing exact figures until the last moment to avoid any bias from announcing the ranking too soon. They don't want the ranking to affect idols' performance.
I think you're right. If the units know their ranking, they might get anxious and lose their rhythm, and fans will definitely tend to follow the idols who are winning to make sure they are supporting the winner. This isn't a gambling game, and nobody is betting on the outcome of this qualifying round. But I suppose everyone wants to be on the winning side.
And that's why we can't let our guard down. We can only guess our ranking, but our guess may not be accurate.
Yeah, you're right. Maybe the administrators want to keep the idols and fans on edge until the very end of this game. After all, it is a long campaign, and the worst thing is to make everyone feel depressed and exhausted in the middle of it.
But I think I'm gonna get sick if I have to stay nervous for a whole month. It's only the beginning of the qualifying round, and I'm already exhausted.
Still, I'm sure you're growing as you have enough energy for yourself, even if left to care for me, Ira. And the same with you, Mayoi. We were still the same as when our unit was first formed. We wouldn't have been able to endure such a brutal and unusual life. So we should be happy about our growth, and I hope we can continue to grow stronger and improve in this future. To achieve that, I will do everything I'm allowed to, using all possible means. First, I'm going to extract the maximum value from last year's SS champion, Trickstar. That is what God wants, and also the best way we can use in the qualifying round in Hokkaido.
Okay, grammar died a little there, but, you know.
What is he gonna do?
Who knows? Hello,
He's
Catman.
up to something.
He's scheming.
Yeah.
How are you though, Catman? How's it going? The next day, in the cafe near the Japanese-style inn.
Well, you all seemed worried about my suspicious behaviors and couldn't sleep last night, so I'll tell you everything I can now.
That's nice. But may I ask why we went all the way to the cafe?
Indeed, it might be better for us to talk about it while we take a relaxing morning bath at the hotel. The hotel we're staying at is for ES idols only, and the administrators might have installed security cameras and bugs inside.
Nah, right. They did that in the ES building.
What kind of work are we doing now? Why do we, as idols, have to worry about such things? Are we actually some super spies?
I agree with Tatsumi. We can never be too careful. After all, SS is a nationwide event that puts the prestige of the ES on the line, with a staggering amount of money and people involved. It's a huge undertaking, comparable to waging some cross-border wars. ES will surely do whatever it takes to make the event a success, including removing the dangerous people in it.
Haha. Well, we can't say this cafe is safe either. We've no intention of disobeying either the ES or SS Operations Committee in the first place. But still, we have to be prepared for anything, just in case. Let's get back to the point. In short, I'm launching an attack against Trickstar for various reasons. I have no grudge against them, it's just that I deem it necessary to do so. They helped us during the summer, so I don't want to thank them by backstabbing them, but I have no choice.
Attack? I don't remember you doing such a thing.
Let me be more specific. We've been broadcasting their situation regularly from the first day of the qualifying round.
Ah, yes. I was curious why we always had to play a video clip of them in the jungle during performance intervals.
But it was recorded, not a live broadcast. We couldn't communicate with them directly.
Yes, we only played carefully edited videos to the public, ensuring that any inappropriate content was removed. Those negligible videos shown at our lives have sparked all kinds of interesting discussions.
Yes, no matter what Trickstar members do, they make people want to chat about it. People just can't help it after watching their videos.
Yeah, I know they are just going about their daily lives, but others will find it very interesting. It's proof that they are attractive idols. We won the exclusive right to broadcast Trickstar's jungle life, so their fans also came to see our performance.
A broadcast of Trickstar has become the only source of information for their fans to know what's going on with them. So the fans caring about them are flooding into our lives. Tickstar? Did it really say Tickstar?
Wait, did it?
Yeah, I did, with Tatsumi.
Wait, I didn't even notice.
Yeah, I didn't either. That's funny.
Oh, I see it now. Is it mine?
Yeah.
Right. I feel guilty about taking advantage of their anxiety, but as a result of the large number of people who have come to our show, we've earned a lot of SSV dollar through selling tickets and other means.
That's a lot of money. So much so that with the money alone, we can come out on top in the qualifying round.
Exactly. That's why I won the exclusive right to broadcast Trickstar's videos before anyone else. To get the right, I went through the prescribed procedures and paid a certain amount of SSV dollar. At the same time, emphasizing that we and Trickstar belong at the same agency, I insisted we should have priority in broadcasting their videos.
Ah, that's why you were busy contacting people all over the place on the first day.
You saw that Trickstar was isolated in the jungle and decided to use their situation, right? You got a good eye for strategy, Tatsumi.
This wasn't all my idea. A person has advised me in advance. Thanks to that, we were able to broadcast Trickstar's videos ahead of all other units. Getting ahead is the key. Now, even other units want to follow our lead. It'll be difficult for them to make such a profit as we do. They'd be competing for the customers and damaging each other's profits. In other words, we have a monopoly on selling Trickstar's news. At the same time, we're putting on great performances, and thus have captured many local fans' hearts. In this way, even if other units start to do the same thing, even if Trickstar's members escape from the jungle, even if we can no longer profit from broadcasting their news, we will have already gained enough advantage in the qualifying round.
So basically, we've made a great start by exploiting Trickstar. No, honestly, we were doing so great this time that it's hard to believe we were underachievers before.
All thanks to great Trickstar. Although adorning ourselves with barbed plumes and makes me feel a little uncomfortable.
But it works. As the last year's SS champion, Trickstar is attracting all the attention. Many people want to know what's going on with them, even if they're not their fans. Then everyone who cares about Trickstar will pay SS lead dollar for our live performances.
Yeah, we've made so much profit beyond my expectations. I would be the happiest person on earth if all of it came from the fans who love us.
I hope we can slowly increase that percentage over time.
Well, it's difficult for less-known idols like us to attract the audience to our show in the first place. But thanks to Trickstar, we broke through that first hurdle very easily. I hope we were where ES is located, but we're not. This is the far north of the land. With few people knowing us, we would have been ignored if we had done it in an ordinary way. It's a miracle that we can perform for such a large audience every day. Tatsune, you're awesome! You created a miracle with your own hands. As expected of the revolutionary of Raven Academy, you can turn around an unfavorable situation immediately. We can't let our guard down now. As a unit sent from the ES, we are no match for local idols in terms of popularity and other aspects. My judgment was that we wouldn't get good results in the qualifying round unless we could overcome this disadvantage. That's why I made what I thought was the best move for us.
Your judgment is right, and it has indeed helped us. If we can't make it to the top 5 in the qualifying round, we'll be in trouble.
I've heard of it. However, SS is definitely not a simple game where you can easily make it to the top without any strategy. Moreover, we're just newbies in this industry. Although there are no strong players other than Trickstar assigned to Hokkaido, more than 100 units are participating in this region alone.
I didn't know there were that many idols. Yes, some couldn't participate in SS because they couldn't form a unit, so the idols should be as numerous as the stars.
The ensemble stars? The tick stars?
Stop. I wonder how hard it must be to be the best among such countless idols. Last year's SS champion, Trickstar, is truly a bunch of outstanding idols.
For some reason, they don't look so great though.
Yeah, that's what makes Trickstar so unique, and what they're good at. They're not gods or kings, but everyone's beloved neighbors. However, it seems to me that their advantage has worn off since they became the SS champion.
What do you mean?
They're supposed to be friendly, easygoing neighbors, but many idols are wary of them and become estranged from them in this SS. When Trickstar announced that they would waive the right to advance directly to the main event and compete from the qualifying round, there were lots of wailing in Hokkaido, the region Trickstar was sent to. Participants' faint hopes that they might be able to make it through the qualifying round were shattered. As a result, Trickstar was halted by the idols, especially the ones assigned to Hokkaido. I guess they thought Trickstar was a bunch of enemies who came here to trample on the weak just for fun.
That's a natural thing to think. I thought so too. They won last year's championship. Of course people must have been scared of them and thought there was no way to defeat them.
Yes, their biggest selling point was their friendliness, but they were hated like pests now. Thus they lost their greatest weapon. No, more than that. You can even say that their arms and legs were cut off. Can we say that? It's said that they rose to the top last year with the support of countless idols. Some chose Trickstar as Yuminosaki's representatives, while others were friendly. They met nationwide during skill-enhancing trips. By gathering the brilliance of such countless idols, they became the shining sun at the top of the world. This year, however, their situation has changed completely. Their peers hate them and keep pushing them away. They're banished to somewhere far away without a chance to shine. It's a pity, but that's the reality they have to accept. Their situation is broadcasted to all the idols assigned to Hokkaido by the operations committee. But when they saw Trickstar being lost in an unknown jungle, not a single one of them offered a helping hand. They all wanted to be isolated and stay far away from the qualifying round.
Nuts.
People chose to leave them there to die. They knew they could help Trickstar by spending some SS Lee dollar to send them supplies, but no one except for us has ever spent a penny for them. Still, we've been taking advantage of them this whole time. Our help surely isn't enough to pay for the borrowed fame. We'll continue to send them supplies regularly with our money.
Like crabs? We have a choice of what to send?
No, I can only decide whether or not to send supplies. It's up to the operations committee to determine what to send them. Plus, personally, I'm not willing to do anything more than that for Trickstar. I want them to stay in the jungle, if at all possible, until the qualifying round is over. Participation will turn things into chaos. They're well known for their unpredictability, so there's no telling what will happen when they are back in the game. If that happens, we may not be able to achieve our goal of finishing in the top 5 in the qualifying round.
That's right. Trickstar is too big a presence in this SS. Their reemergence in the game may change everything.
I agree. The fact that they've been stuck in the jungle will earn them enough sympathy votes to get them to the top in a flash. And at the same time, they'll trample everything else underfoot. So we need them to stay trapped in the jungle until the end of the qualifying round. For this reason, I even sent the false information in letters mixed in with the supplies. I told them the wrong escape route, and lied to them that them being in the jungle was also considered an idle activity, and they were earning SS Lee dollar. Oh shit.
So you really are lying. How can getting lost in the jungle be an idle activity when they didn't go through the formalities and get approval for the work?
You're right. They don't know it's a lie. People are inclined to believe what they want to believe. So I am sure they rest assured. In the jungle now. I believe they're making progress and not wasting time, and continue to wander around the jungle pointlessly.
That's poor. Won't they resent you later if they know you lied to them?
Of course, they'll hate me. I've deceived and entrapped them. No matter what righteous reasons I may have, I may become the enemy who attacked them. That's why I was going to do everything on my own. In fact, you guys didn't even need to know that was the case until I explained it to you like this, right?
Yes, you didn't know that you had sent letters to them.
I wrote them by myself and signed my name only. Of course you wouldn't have known. So, when all is said and done, I'll be the only one to be hated. The resentment is justified, and I'm willing to take it all.
You're treating us like total strangers, Tatsumi. Yes, we wouldn't be happy if we were saved at the cost of sacrificing you. Even though we didn't know what you were doing, we all benefited from it, which means we're all guilty. We can't accept that dirty money.
He's right. It's better to play fair and lose than to win by despicable means. And even if we were to win this SS using dirty tricks, I wouldn't want you to sacrifice yourself for that, Tatsumi.
I knew you wouldn't think that way. That's why I was going to keep it all to myself. If you guys found out what I had done, Alkaloid would stop moving forward. However, I heard that the participants would end up miserably if they failed to fulfill their secret orders. So I was determined to squeeze us into the top 5 by any means. The damage will be minimal if I'm the only one to suffer resentment from Trickstar. That's why I chose to act this way and be a martyr to it. But you proved me wrong. I changed my mind while talking with you just now. If sacrificing myself makes you sad and lose your lovely bright smiles, then this choice will be absolutely wrong. I feel like my heart is cleansed. I know I've made a mistake.
There's no need to apologize for the deep bow.
Yeah, I remember that in your religion. People are saved once they repent, right? It's not the past that matters, but the future. Isn't that what you always say?
Thoughts.
Lots of...
Tatsumi is talking so much.
Yeah, Tatsumi and I are very present again. Have you missed that?
Honestly, I feel like I'm having a little trouble getting into Ira voice tonight, so Tatsumi is probably better if I must talk a lot. But he is talking a lot.
Yeah.
Gatekeeper. Why is it in quotes?
Because that's not his actual name. That's my guess.
Not
anyway.
his actual. No, I guess that makes sense. Oh, you are such an eyesore. Comforting each other and licking each other's wounds. What do you think you are? A Kindle of kittens?
Back off, everyone.
Well?
What's going on, hero?
He stanced.
Yeah, he's ready to punch him. Stay where you are now. We're in danger. Judging from the bulge in that person's pocket, he might hold a firearm. Oh dear.
What the heck is going on here? Who's that guy? And Hero, why do you sometimes suddenly act like a battle comic character?
Calm down. I'm not your enemy. I don't want to cause unnecessary trouble. Seriously, this would be a lot easier if we could just talk it out. Of course, I won't hesitate when push comes to shove. It's also easy to end things with violence. But right now, you guys are still useful to me. If I get rid of you now, there'll be a lot of trouble.
Your name is Gatekeeper, right? I saw you in the conference room when all the leaders had a meeting. What do you want from us?
Wait, Gatekeep. What the heck? Is that even a name? Where does he come from?
Shut up. Don't take interest in me. I'm just here to send a warning. Don't cause me any trouble or let me spend extra effort on you. I only want to say the bare minimum. You're causing problems all over the country. I can only be in one place at a time, and I don't want to spend too much time on you. I'll take your silence as a got it. Good boys. I have 3 things for you.
He just said he didn't want to talk much. It looks like he's ready to give out a long speech.
First, I am very irritated right now. He always numbers things. I'm so busy dealing with everyday problems that I'm sleep deprived. I'm sick and tired of being in direct contact with those emotionally unstable idols and hearing them whine and complain all the time. Second, in this situation, I feel satisfied with the work you've done. It was a lucky thing for me that you were doing what you were supposed to be doing. It might have been the first good news since the qualifying round of SS started. I'm glad you guys are good and honest as you are reputed to be. Third, I hope you keep up the good work until the end of this game. Creatures that wag their tails to flatter others are endearing. Even I would feel guilty if I had to execute such cute kids with my hands. I haven't had enough sleep, and it would be worse if I had started to have nightmares. So remember, don't cross me. For the sake of my peaceful life, no matter how bad things get, you've got to endure them with tears. Understand? Repeat back to me what I just said.
First, you are very irritated now.
Forget it. I can't be bothered to listen to this.
What a peculiar personality. Is he an idol too?
I'll kill you if you say the same thing again, Irish Irritatory. Sorry! Please, why does he know my name?
Oh, you are the gatekeeper, right? I should have recognized your voice. So you were the chairperson of the SS Operations Committee?
Temporary, to be more precise. Yes, I am the chairperson of the SS Operations Committee, the one who keeps giving you orders. I won't say some kind words to you. Don't remember me. Thoughts?
Ominous.
He's so mean.
Yeah, but it's kind of funny.
Yeah. Tatsumi Kazuhaya. My order for you is to follow my instructions. It's an order, so you should obey it. If you violate it, you will be fined. And here's the point of the order. The amount of the fine is at the discretion of the committee. Your failure to fulfill an order could result in the loss of all the SS Lee dollar you've worked so hard to save. So be careful what you do, Tatsumi Kazuhaya. If you lose your SS Lee dollar, then Hiro Amagi can't fulfill his secret order. That is, finish in the top 5 in the qualifying round. If he couldn't complete his secret order, he'd be punished. Not a fine, but a punishment. Punishments vary from person to person, but basically, they'll take away the person's most precious possession. And for Hiro Amagi, I bet that would be something like destroying his hometown. You can think I'm merely bluffing. However, Hiro Amagi, you will regret your foolishness once your hometown has been reduced to ashes. See, so the order isn't just for the entertainment. It's a commandment to control the idol's movements. Now I can't disobey your instructions at all. I guess so. For you, idols on good terms with each other is more... I skipped!
No, no.
For you, idols on good terms with each other is more effective to threaten you indirectly like this. Remember, you can only defy me when I allow you to. Tell this to your seniors who are fooling around and doing no decent work. Alkaloid. You will be an example. The first success story of the ES system. You are the first shipment of the idol production factory built by Eiichi Tenshoin. ES experts more from... ES expects more from you than you can imagine. That's why ES puts you guys on the easy battlefield of Hokkaido. No other unit can compete with you as long as Trickstar doesn't come out and steal the limelight. ES wants you to win. Your great performance in the SS will prove the correctness of the current ES system. Haven't you realized that you're favored? If nothing else, you guys are treated like royalty when you travel, having a luxurious helicopter as your means of transportation. Besides, you stay at an upscale hotel with the best food and hot springs. Everyone who does what they're told will get the same high-quality treatment as you guys. But if they rebel against us, they will be kicked to the bottom of hell like Trickstar. There's no value in winning a championship or getting results in SS. Obeying the orders of the top management is all that is required of a modern idol. And for that matter, you've done a great job so far. This travesty unfolding in Hokkaido is an advertisement to show ES's attitude. I'm sure both your peers and fans will bear it firmly in mind. People will understand that anyone who dares to go against ES and its higher-ups is nothing but a moron. It's a little too obvious, so personally, I don't like it very much. Question mark? Anyways, just keep up the great work, and don't let your guard down even if you have an overwhelming advantage right now. If you mess it up, all the time and money spent on you will go down the drain. I don't want to see those losses accumulate as the ES go down the tubes. There may be some turmoil ahead, but you don't have to panic. Just deal with it calmly and do exactly as I tell you without question. Some turmoil? Once again, I'm neither your enemy nor a friend of the ES or any idols. I work for my own cause, and I don't care about anything else, so don't bother fighting me or getting in my way. Stay clever, kids. I don't have time to deal with some disgusting imposter that claims to be a child of God.
Okay.
If it's not Ira talking, it's Tatsumi. If it's not Tatsumi, it's him.
Yeah, apparently. On the same night in the Hokkaido jungle.
Alright, we're ready. Yes, we've all agreed. We'll start the Tatsumi Kazuhaya's consciousness awakening operation tomorrow morning.
This name feels so Tenshoin.
Come up with an alternative if you don't like it, Isara. Aren't you his successor?
No, the name doesn't matter. Let's be more pragmatic.
Yeah, Sally, you're right. You're always right.
Well, no, I'm not Subaru. I give my best to meet people's expectations, that's all. But, well, it might be a little late to ask, but is our plan really feasible?
It's good. We discussed it many times and decided this was the only way to go.
But let's keep our wits about us until the very end to find a better plan. We're Trickstar, and we can't stop thinking even for a moment. Right, we'll never give up even if we're cornered, even if we lose or fail. You never know how things will go until you take the leap, so let's try our best.
You've gotten a lot more positive lately, Yuki.
I am always positive, or you can say that I am dragged along by people who are always running wildly forward.
Yeah.
It's a relief that you're energetic enough to make fun of each other. Seriously, you guys are really reliable.
I agree. I do feel a lot better than last year when I was targeted in the SS about my dad. That's true. However, I'm really tired since we lost in this jungle and can't get enough rest. But I know there's hope for the future, so I can still hold on.
That's the spirit. But, well, it's no use getting excited now. Let's get some rest for tomorrow. Are you supposed to believe that anime idol boys think at all, much less can't not think? Don't overthink it. I don't know.
Don't think. Share if you don't think. Ooh, my computer's really hot.
Oh no.
Okay, but before we go to bed, let's go over the plan one more time. Tatsumi Kazuhaya's consciousness awakening operation is, as the name suggests, an operation to take down the hypothetical enemy Tatsumi Kazuhaya. I hate the way they talk in this damn game. I don't know what people are thinking of us outside this jungle, but judging from the letters sent to us, Tatsumi Kazuhaya seems to know everything about our situation.
I guess so. If we walked a long journey someday, he would send a letter saying, "You must be tired from walking a lot today," or something like that. His writing never deviates from reality, not even once. So definitely, this Tatsumi Kazuhaya has a perfect grasp of our situation. I like that they just keep saying his full name.
Right? I'm like, stop.
Maybe he can monitor us in real time through surveillance cameras, or images taken by artificial satellites.
Yuki is very good at analyzing information. If he says so, it must be true. That's why we need to call out to Tatsumi Kazuhaya. After all, he's probably watching us all the time. Normally, when you're lost in the jungle, you should send out an SOS, a distress signal. Tatsumi Kazuhaya is likely to be our enemy, like Eve during the Summer of Life.
Yeah, we came to this conclusion after discussing it with each other. If we ask our enemy for help, he'll gloat about it and think, "Great, they were stuck in the pit."
You're right. He may show some fake concerns for us in his letters, but that's all. He won't do anything to help us get out of here.
I agree with you. If his goal were to keep us isolated in this jungle, he'd love to see us in trouble, and he'd never think of helping us.
That's why we have to prod his conscience. We have to find a way to get him to help us. We have to convince him that keeping us stuck in the jungle won't do him any good, or that helping us get out of here would actually be a win for him.
So our first step in the plan, as the name suggests, is to try to awaken his conscience. From what I've heard about him, Kazuhaya is kind-hearted. I'm surprised he didn't say his full name that time. So I'm sure he feels sorry for us being in this situation.
That Kazuhaya is Gami-san's roommate. Gami-san never compliments others, but he praises highly of Kazuhaya, saying that he's like a saint. He also said that Kazuhaya is a good person, to the point you'll feel sorry if you cross him. Who is he talking about?
I don't know. I was hoping you would know. I don't know if
Wait, let me Google the roommates again.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna have to do a Tatsumi Kazuhaya counter when I edit the video.
I remember. Oh my god, it's Koga! What? Tatsumi and Koga being roommates does not feel right to
That's
me.
funny.
Koga's like turning up his like metal music, and Tatsumi's like, be gone!
Oh yeah, well, Gami. Yeah, that checks out.
Okay. I just would not have connected that myself.
Yeah, same. It seems so. That's why your first step is to wake. Oh wait, I read that. Let's pretend that one of us is sick and needs urgent medical attention, or he'll die. You know, acting.
That's right. Uki has trained his acting skills in the list of idol Tongekyo. So we're gonna have him act if he was about to die. Yes, Tatsumi Kazuhaya may be our enemy, but he wouldn't want to be a murderer. I thought that if Yuki acted like he was dying in agony, Kazuhaya wouldn't ignore it.
It's a good plan. Yeah, but a bit unnatural. It would be too fake to pretend to be in pain without any warning. During my practice just now, Nakahoshi, he got excited and tried to bury me in the ground.
What? I'm sorry. I nearly burst into laughter when I saw your painful expression, Uki. I tried to bury you so I couldn't see your face. So funny.
I was just trying to act like I was dying. Don't bury me alive unless you're trying to murder me, Nakahoshi. Yes, don't do that kind of crazy thing, Subaru. This isn't the first time.
What? He was just to bury people. I thought it was a bad idea when I saw his acting. I made a joke because I thought our way wouldn't work. I'm really sorry, and I'm already reflecting on myself. What the fuck?
I don't know, man. They're unique.
Oh, Tatsumi Kazuhaya. I've heard that Tatsumi Kazuhaya is an experienced idol. He was known as a revolutionary at Reimei Academy. He was as famous as the old Fine, his contemporaries from the same era. There are many more rumors out there.
But rumors are just rumors. I don't know the details because it's from another school. I just don't think I can fool with such a top-notch idol with my superficial acting, if you know what I mean.
You're right. We intend to cooperate with Yuki as much as possible. However, even though I've practiced acting in the theater company, half of Trickstar are still unfamiliar with acting. I've heard that Cospro's idols from Reimei Academy are also putting much effort into idol activities other than lives, such as acting. So it's highly likely that they're superior in acting and are able to discern it. It'll be tough to beat a higher ranked opponent. It's like asking me to get Hibiki to applaud my acting skills. Yes, that's why we decided to fight our opponent in our area of expertise this time.
Right, we chose to compete with him in the area that we do best. Whether he's a skilled revolutionary or something, we'll wow him with our performance.
Yes, we can't see our enemy now, but that's definitely a match between us and Tatsumi Kazuhaya. To win it, we need to use our best weapon, which is live performance. We will perform in the jungle like what we've performed countless times at Yumenosaki Academy. We're going to hold a live here. We'll showcase our characters and style on the stage. We'll make the audience feel our charm and our brilliance, so people will know we're useful. We'll take this opportunity to make a deal with Tatsumi Kazuhaya, who will also watch our performance. We'll clarify the benefits of rescuing us from the jungle. And our voices, our brilliance, will surely reach his heart, even if he's so far, far away. We can do it. All we need to do is consistently provide the same experience for our audience and fans who are watching us from the other side of the screen. We'll do it as idols, in an idol-like way. Missed opportunity to say idolish.
That's right. We use everything we have. Tell everyone loudly that we want to go out to meet them, to sing, to dance, and to enjoy happiness with all of them. I believe our feelings will reach Kazuhaya. Since Alkaloid is also an idol unit, I'm sure Kazuhaya will understand us.
I'll take care of the negotiation. As the president of the student council, I'm a pro in negotiation. For example, we can assure them that we'll give a percentage of the SS Lee dollar we earn to Alkaloid after we get out. That should make them satisfied to some extent. They'll think it's more profitable to let us out than to keep us in the jungle. I'm pretty sure they can do the math. Everyone needs to mind their budget on the ES after all.
Yes, and they may forget the negotiation after seeing our performance. They might want to see us up close, not only through the screen. No, we must shine with brilliance. We have to make them think so. And I know we can do it. Not because we're the champions of the last SS, but because we are us. We're Trickstar. We can make such miracles happen.
Well, it seems that we can't move forward without working miracles. What a hard mode of life.
We've been in that situation from the beginning. Was that Hoken? Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
For Hoki and I, it is. But I'm sorry to drag you into this kind of life, Uki and Sally.
Don't say drag, please. We're happy to move forward with you guys. Right, Makoto? Absolutely.
That's great, really. It's so great that I've met you guys. I love you so much because you are you.
Don't talk like you're leaving your dying words. It's too ominous.
I have no other words to express my feelings for you. But you're right. We can't dampen our moods now. We're about to go on stage, so we should put on our best smiles and have fun. But before that, we have to sleep. It's late at night, and I bet Kazuhaya is also asleep, so there's no point in going on stage now. Yes, our showdown will take place tomorrow morning. We've done all the preparations we can possibly do, so let's get some rest now. Let's go to sleep looking forward to tomorrow's stage.
Okay, but I want to improve the stage a little bit. I'm a bit unsatisfied with the quality of this temporary outdoor stage.
Really? I think it's good enough. Can't tell it was made with the only materials we have at hand. They made the stage?
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, when we were at Yunosaki Academy, we used to build outdoor stages for lives whenever something happened, and I feel that experience has been put to good use. Guess it wasn't all for nothing. Yeah, I hope that the unnecessary nights we had spent in the jungle will prove to be a beneficial experience for us in the long run.
Honestly, I'm having a good time. Yeah, as long as I'm with you guys, anytime, anywhere, any experience is precious to me. What's wrong, Hoke? Didn't you hear any strange noises just now? Earthquake? No, it's the noise of the helicopter's rotors, right? The ES has a helipad, so I hear that a lot. I know that sound. Is the sound getting louder? It's getting closer. Everybody get down. Hide. Watch out for snipers. Snipers!
But I don't think someone might shoot us. We've already built such a conspicuous stage in this jungle. I don't think there's much point in hiding.
I hope it couldn't get any worse. Look, isn't that the ES's helicopter? I know its shape.
It's too dark. I can't see anything. You have glasses, so that checks out.
Are your glasses for show, Yuki?
They're just ordinary glasses, not night vision goggles, you know? Calm down. Let me tell you how to see what only Subaru can see. Follow his line of sight. This will be a little slower, but you can get the same view as him. I do this all the time, so I'm used to it. Let me see. Where's the helicopter? Oh, really? I know this helicopter too, and I think it's coming this way.
Yes, and it's shining like an artificial satellite. Did you hear the voice of the roar of the helicopter? It's a tiny voice, but it's an important voice we could never ignore. Could it be Anzu? Anzu! It's her, Anzu! Our producer! You're coming to us, right? We can feel it. Hey, Anzu! We're here! Vlog 1.
Oh boy. The next morning, the qualifying round of SS, the special stage of the Hokkaido region.
SS qualifying round in Hokkaido may have 3 possible outcomes. First, Alcohol defeats Trickstar and uses it to pass the qualifying round. Even if they can't win the championship, they'll still achieve a high rank. And that's the best outcome the ES hoped for. Alkaloid is the first successful product of the ES system. ES wanted them to have a happy ending, like Cinderella in the fairy tale. In order for Alkaloid to reach this ending, ES took the initiative to help them, and I also coordinated with them to some extent. If Alkaloid got huge success, it wouldn't do me any harm. That's why I've been supporting Alkaloid this whole time. I even went out of my way to fly here to send my words of encouragement. I'm not good at compliments, so they might not feel encouraged, but, well, it would be enough if my words had warned them. They're sure to win this if they listen to you, the banker with a huge say in the game. But the second outcome might be Alkaloid members may make mistakes or act foolishly, such as disobeying me, which could make them fail and get results in the qualifying round. This is another possible outcome, considering Alkaloid is a newborn and is still growing. And though not as difficult to deal with as Trickstar, they also have a record of making unexpected moves in MDM. The world is so wide, the game's end is still undecided. Maybe a strong power in Hokkaido has not yet been discovered could easily defeat Alkaloid. But even if that happens, it won't be a problem. It doesn't bother me if don't go the way ES expected. I don't care who will win, no matter how hard they try. No one can be God. And the third one, in fact, the chance of this outcome should be extremely slim. Well, I don't think I need to mention it. A picture is worth 1,000 words. There's no point in explaining it in words. You can understand it when you see it. Subaru! Hokuto! As you can see, Alkaloid didn't fail or go against me, but Trickstar regained its freedom due to some other factors. It could have happened, and it did happen. Just like what we're seeing right now. Those guys are singing joyfully and energetically, not even worrying about the possibility of causing an avalanche due to their loud voices. Do you understand, Anzu? In fact, I had expected this turn of events. I had anticipated that it might end this way, and I had been hoping for it to occur. Perhaps my prayers had reached heaven, so my wish came true. This ending really makes me feel so emotional. In the beginning, an idol was viewed as a god. An idol was a being that everyone bowed down before and worshipped for their brilliance. And then, that mischievous idol unit Trickstar fulfilled my wish and made people smile. Step by step, they are reaching the realm of God. I know they'll never become God, but they've given me hope. The same goes for Alkaloid. Propelled by the immense power of ES, those guys are moving slowly but surely towards the top of the sky. Towards the top of the sky. I'm looking forward to the future of both of them. It would be a shame for them to lose in a qualifying round like this, wouldn't it? I'm sure you feel the same way too, Anzu. You are in charge of those gods named idols, so as a producer, it's your duty to manage, interpret, and effectively utilize them to fill this world with happiness. If you too are a being who can hear the voice of God, you must understand what I'm talking about. Are you saying you are not that competent? You're right. After all, those guys are mere imposters who can't work miracles. I am a gatekeeper, not a pastor. I don't really know what it feels like. All I can do is speculate. I have to imagine all the possibilities and take action to avoid destruction. At the very least, I can ensure that the corpse God left behind doesn't disappear. I talk too much. I am a little excited as everything's going well. Well, you are not able to laugh at this situation, are you? But even so, you must smile and tell your idols what they need to know. How many drugs is Gatekeeper on? Because that's the deal you made with me. Oh, that's the last line.
You really had a monologue there, man.
Yeah. Poor Anzu.
Yeah.
Subaru, music notes.
Ooh, we're on a roll. It's so much fun holding alive.
Yes, all the fatigue accumulated from the endless wandering in the jungle seems to melt away in the blink of an eye. It's so great to return to the stage to be an idol again.
No. You don't feel tired just because of the endorphins in your brain. You're still exhausted, so don't push yourselves too hard. It's too late to say that now. Once we, Trickstar, start running, we never stop for anything. We won't stop unless we're forcibly disbanded, as in the first DB, where a major incident occurs, like in last year's SS. We'll never stop. I guess we can only grit our teeth and keep up with Subaru and Hidaka. Ansu, are you here to cheer us on? I know how busy you are, but you still came to rescue us yesterday. Thank you so much for everything. Yes, Ansu. If Yana come to rescue us by helicopter, we'd still be in that jungle. Just thinking of it makes my hair stand on end. I guess I won't even want to go for a walk outside for a while. I'm going to immerse myself in the world of the internet and video games instead, chronically online. Nah, I've heard that some regions will hold competitions in the virtual reality field that you're talking about. We should send you to one of those places, Makoto. Yeah, then I'd be invincible. Stop, you don't need to be that online, sir.
Let's stop babbling. Anzu looks like she wants to tell us something. Yeah, she'll hold her words and simply listen to our chit-chat if we keep chatting like this.
Try refreshing? Because everything looks fine on OBS for me. That's weird.
I think the stream looks fine for me. I'm like looking at your stream though.
Yeah. Okay, looks... Yeah, okay. So it might be your internet then. If your move hasn't figured... Okay, there we go. Okay, cool. Let me turn off the light because Spooky didn't turn it off. Oops, accidentally. You're at that one superhero line, right, with the chit chat?
I just read that, yeah.
Okay. I couldn't remember for sure.
You're good.
You saying Sawi is so cursed, Spooky. Thank you for the head pats, though.
Owie!
Right, that's what Anzu will do. The five of us finally being together like this, how nostalgic.
Yes, true. I'm so happy that the five of us are here as Trickstar, even if it's just for a moment. Yes. Once again, I feel that we've started marching ahead again. Yes! The five of us should be together. With the five of us, we're the strongest. Anzu, I know you're probably busy with the work of the SS Operations Committee, but I still hope you can come to see us from time to time. Yes, we'll be waiting for you, anytime, anywhere. Whoa! Why are you crying? What's wrong, Anzu? Akehoshi, Isara, Yuki, did I say something strange?
Speaking of it, you're being really strange lately, Hidaka.
I didn't ask you that. Are you okay? Are you alright, Anzu? What's wrong? Can I do something for you? Shout at her so loudly, okay? You were the first one to warn me about to be gentler with Anzu, remember? On the very first day we met. The day when everything began.
I don't know about that story. I was late for the meetup then. Now I still regret it. But alright. It's already good enough for us to gather like this. That aside, what's going on, Anzu? Please don't cry. When you're crying, it's hard for us to smile because we care about you.
Yes, your smile has been the source of power ever since we first met. So smile! Smile, Anzu! No, wait. She's smiling while crying. Could those be tears of joy? Really? You cry because you're happy to be with us on stage again? Wow, that's the best. We're just as happy. So happy that we're about to cry too. What are you saying? No way. Really? Did Anzu just say that, It's that we won the right to advance directly to this year's main competition because we were last year's SS champions, right? So we turned it down because we wanted to pass the qualifying round in our own right. Yes, and then we were thrown into the strange jungle. As if they were scolding us. You disobedient pawns, this is your punishment for defying your superiors. But according to Anzu, we were sent to the jungle because Poke had violated the secret order from the higher-ups. Have you received a secret order never to disobey the operations committee, Hoke? Yes. I didn't mention any details because I'd get fined for leaking the information. I didn't want to follow rules I didn't agree with, but I was threatened with taking away what was important to me. So if I disobeyed the secret order, wait, what? I was threatened with taking away what was important to me if I disobeyed the secret order. So I partially followed that order. However, we agreed that Trickstar should refuse the right to advance directly to the main competition, and if we don't insist on that, we're denying who we are. If we were forced to make a choice against our will, we would lose the most important thing, even if we avoided being punished. Therefore, we didn't listen to the higher-ups, even though they demanded that we should maintain our rights. As a result, we were isolated in the jungle and deprived of the opportunity to perform on stage as idols. Our important things were still taken away.
So, Hidaka, in other words, it was because of you that we had to be trapped in the jungle.
Would have made the same decision if you guys were in my shoes.
No, I'd apologize and say, I'm sorry for saying such a strange thing. Please forgive me, with a playful smile. I'd then follow their instructions and express my gratitude toward them. In fact, when I think about it calmly, there was no point in refusing to advance to the main competition directly. We wanted to prove ourselves and show our strength. We had already proved it by winning last year's SS. We can say they thought we were already qualified and gave us the right, but it's too late to say this now.
Poke got them trapped on the damn island.
At least they had crabs. I don't know.
I like how they needed to explain that Tatsumi didn't pick the crabs.
Yeah.
Because I would have wondered. I think we're different now than we were last year, so we need to prove that we can still shine. I once thought so too. However, according to Anzu, the operations committee from ES has a different opinion. They think that Trickstar, who won the championship of last year's SS, is qualified to advance to the SS main competition. That's their conclusion, and they won't change it, no matter how we mess around.
You mean,
The administrators didn't approve of our decision to give up the right. They denied and rejected our request. So we can still directly advance to the main competition, and there's no point in participating in the qualifying round. That's what you mean, Anzu, right? The SS Lee dollar we earned or lost is calculated separately from that of those units participating in the qualifying round.
in other words, no matter how much SS Lee dollar you make, it has nothing to do with the result of the qualifying round. Then what's the point of us being here? Even if we make a fortune with our lives or do nothing, the result's not gonna change, right? We've already advanced to the main competition, and we'll be able to participate in the main event at the end of the year, no matter what happens. Furthermore, if we refuse to participate in the main event because we were just satisfied with the operations committee decision, then that would be a violation of the secret order given to Hokuto. You'd be thrown into that jungle again. No, maybe even worse next time. Next time it could be your permafrost areas, the crater of the inactive volcano, or maybe the outer space.
Hey! Do we have to talk about this now? Does it really matter where we were able to enter the main competition directly? Or should I say, it doesn't matter even if we can't join the main competition, right? We're back on the stage doing what we're supposed to do as usual, aren't we? Yes, we should be idols.
I thought about it when I heard it from you, Hidaka, but isn't the phrase "be idols" strange? So I understand what you're trying to say.
And I'll rephrase it for clarity. We'll shine on this stage. We'll sing, dance, and perform to bring happiness to those who care about us and watch over us. We will bring them happiness, then get our own happiness. We will give love to the people and receive love from them. No matter where we are or what happens, this will never change. Music notes. Star.
For God's sake. I started to feel the fatigue as soon as I felt reassured. Seriously, all that time spent wandering around the jungle was a waste. Yeah, but it was also a precious experience. Besides, I don't think it was a wasted time. What do you mean? I mean, things are going in a strange direction. The operations committee probably changed their policy midway for some reason. I feel that. After we refused their offer, they intentionally isolated us in the jungle during the qualification round to make us fail. They had no further plans for us. Because I can feel their malice, I guess the operation committee were trying to take this opportunity to eliminate us for defying them. But the situation suddenly changed. So to cover up what they did, they made up a far-fetched excuse that they didn't agree to a previous request. That's why they didn't eliminate us, but got us through to the main competition. I don't know what caused them to make this decision, and I don't know what the consequences of that decision will be. But I have a bad feeling about this. We made it out of the jungle safely, but we're back on stage with smiles on our faces, which should be something worth celebrating. However, I could smell that something evil is going on. Anzu, does the sudden change of the operations committee's policy have anything to do with the fake smile on your face now? And you're forcing yourself to smile because crying would make us worried, right? I know because I used to act like that too. I know your tears aren't from joy. What did you do, Anzu? You can't tell me? I guess you also have to obey some kind of secret orders received by the unit leaders. And if you disclose this information or disobey these orders, you'll face severe consequences, right? Well, it can't be helped if that's the case. But let me clarify. We'll always be on your side. Tricks are only complete with the 5 of us. As long as the 5 of us are together, we won't lose to anyone. I don't remember who said this, but I want to believe it's true. Cute.
Okujo sucks in this story. I'm surprised they weren't more like mad at him.
Yeah.
Ira, what the heck is going on here? Why is Trickstar stepping on the stage so naturally? This is our stage, right?
It's supposed to be. We completed all the procedures to rent the stage. We're holding a live here under the name of work.
But suddenly Trickstar jumped onto our stage. Is this some kind of retaliation for my misleading letters?
It doesn't look like a retaliation. They're having a good time as they always do.
I'm totally okay with it, as long as they're not trying to crush us.
After all, this is their first performance since their miraculous comeback from the jungle. All their fans, some curious locals, and all kinds of people have gathered here to see them. Thanks to them, the venue is filled to the rafters. It'll certainly bring in a large sum of SS Lee dollar.
Well, this is officially Alkaloid's live, so all the proceeds go into our pocket. There's no loss to us. In fact, the large amount of SSD dollars we've earned will put us in a very advantageous position in the upcoming rounds. Not only as being of the top 5, we might even win the first place.
But why would Trickstar do this for us? We didn't ask them to. Besides, I heard the operations committee turned down their request to give up their seated position. They don't need to practice in the qualifying rounds at all. So why are they still here? Why don't they just go back to the ES building or something? They'll steal all the limelight when they're on stage. Don't be so cold, Ira. You won't get your way. So why don't we work together? He's coming to me! Tatsun!
There. Get behind me. As the organizer of this show, we have the absolute right to ask the questions. What are you doing this for, Trickstar? After we escaped the jungle, Yuki did some research on the internet. It turns out you guys have made a lot of money by taking advantage of us. So, are you unhappy with how things are and looking to stir up some trouble on our stage to get back at us? It's not like that. Don't get me wrong. We don't stand on stage for revenge or any other malicious purpose. We won't do that. Because we know very well how miserable a stage full of hatred and malice will be. Dots. Moreover, seeking revenge for such a minor issue isn't worthwhile. You just used a strategy to pass the qualifying round and we were deceived by it. We were just too dumb to see through your strategy, that's all. I heard that there are a lot of conflicts in your school. May I ask if this is common at Ubinosaki Academy? If so, it seems rather unfortunate. Schemes of yours seem a little childish to us. There are many more cruel, insidious ones happening in Ubinosaki at every moment. If you want to survive and win a battle like this in the future, you have to do it thoroughly and mercilessly. Otherwise, you won't be able to compete with such experienced competitors.
Hokuto is older than us, you know. Why are you being so bossy to our senior?
It doesn't matter. I'll gladly accept these words as helpful advice from last year's SS champion. Great. We won't let our guard down after a victory. We could have died, so we want to make the most of this opportunity. But we can advance to the main competition without doing anything. It doesn't mean we'll idle around doing nothing. It's no different from dying if we don't take action. Starting today, we will compete with other units on their stage during the qualifying round. And that's not an act prohibited by the secret order. For starters, your stage in Hokkaido. Next, we'll run to other stages in Hokkaido. If we can afford it, we'll travel all over the country to sing and dance. By doing so, we'll increase our fan base throughout the country like we did last year. These fans will help us win the main competition and drive us to dominate SS again. Wow! We're not obsessed with the SS champion title. We've realized from this experience that such titles are just obstacles. We don't intend to give them away easily. The title is proof of how much people love us. We never thought of throwing such precious love away. Wow!
On to the 5th epilogue.
I see. So that's the kind of idols— I see! So that's the kind of idols you are. You turn dreams into reality, and you pull off a surprise on people. Like, I didn't expect you to be preparing to fly across the country to start performances when you already got a ticket to the main competition during your free time in the qualifying round. No one but you guys would ever think of such an idea. Are you guys some typhoon ravaging the country? Well, that's what people often say about us. In other words, that's exactly Trickstar's style. That way, in this country that SS sweeps, we'll become the only unit of idols who would sing not for money or victory, but for the audience's happiness and joy. Because that's what real idols do, and that's what our hearts really want. How admirable! I wish I could have lived like you guys. But we're just a group of powerless rookies. And go ahead and be strong. We won't assist you all the time, but at least help you run. Take it as an apology for our inability to help you in MTM. Haha, we asked for your help, but we didn't demand it. Well, I guess you guys will feel bad now if you don't accept your help. I don't accept your help this time. We returned evil for good. Will you still give love to us, even to people like me? If this is Trickstar's spirit, then you're indeed different from me. You're the real saints. We aren't saints, we're idols. We might happen to be helpful to someone, but basically, all we can do is sing and dance. And that's exactly what we want to do. You are so pure. I envy you. No, I admire you. I'm proud to hear such words from a junior unit member. Music notes. They really are a bunch of interesting persons. They've caused a lot of trouble for people around them, but somehow I just can't hate them. Maybe it was a mistake in the first place to regard these innocent kids as enemies and try to fight them. Oh, God. I made another mistake. You were telling me that I had the pain in my feet, but I didn't listen to you, and I made a mistake and went astray, and ended up in failure. However, I feel so refreshed now, and the pain in my feet is also gone. Trickstar didn't take anything away from us. It brought us a lot of audience and glory. They not only gave us valuable experience, but also showed us the ideal image of what we should strive for. So how can I repay them? What should I do?
Music note.
Music note. Hey, Hero! You're standing in the way!
No, this is our stage, so we're entitled to stand at the center, right?
Arrogant as ever. You're so cute!
We usually say it's lovely at times like this.
Didn't Hero already get an image?
It was his, like, unbloom.
Oh, okay. I didn't know they do both. Okay.
Yeah.
Really? That's fun. Come on, tell me more about yourselves.
Sure, but for now.
He looks silly. Oh no. Oh, right. We're on stage, so we better sing and dance. Let's sing our ensemble to the world.
What exactly is this ensemble?
Oh shit, I tried to take a picture, I turned my phone off.
Oh no.
I wonder what those kids are talking about. It's good that they're enjoying themselves carefreely, but it's not good that they have no alertness. Gatekeeper! Saw that man smiling contentedly over there, and Anzu with a sad look. I feel worried. This qualifying round has just started, and there will be many more headaches to come. That doesn't mean I should feel down and look gloomy. Oh, he looks good. I know it's because it's a 5-star effect. I should learn from everyone on stage. Let me smile and sing. Just as I did in my childhood, fully absorbed in the songs and performances. That's the courtesy for the people who came to see us. That's what we, idols, should do. Our admirable senior unit has shown us the way. Hallelujah! Oh god, that's how it ends! Very interesting the story was.
Yeah. There's a lot of you reading.
It was a lot of me. And like, I don't know. I feel like Okuto doesn't usually talk that much.
Yeah.
Was going for it this time.
I'm pretty sure it's because he's the 5-star so focus.
Yeah. They did let Subaru talk more at the end, which was nice.
Yeah. You gotta talk a little bit as a treat.
I don't get any free pools.
It should be the free scout.
I'm missing something? Wait, I need to log into society.
Okay. I'll see if Izumi feels like coming home on this gotcha. I kinda doubt it, but it's worth a try, right?
Wait, shoot, I just got out of the society and then I like clicked society again and it put me back in.
It do be that way.
Oh. Wait. No, I literally don't have a free pool. Why does it hate me?
That's weird.
Oh? Did you just get a 5-star?
Yeah, it was just Kuro though. I got a 5-star earlier on the JP server. It was like a third copy of a specific Kato. It's like, okay.
Not Kato!
my missing sign-ins from earlier in the week.
Fuck it, I'm doing a temp.
Okay.
Oh, I got rainbow lights! Oh my god. Hey! Hey girl.
Wonderful.
I think I have this card. I don't know if it's in English. Yeah, no, that's my second copy of that. Damn.
It do be that way.
Yeah, no, I hope they translate the next part of the damn thingy
Yeah.
sometime soon, because, like, I'm so curious, because I know, like, literally everyone comes in eventually. It's like, I want to see all my hoes.
Yeah. It'll be a while though, because like the SS are like all events and stuff, so.
Yeah. I remember reading on Twitter, like, someone that was talking about all of their, conditions or whatever. I don't remember a lot of them. Is it like Mitsuru's like don't eat bread or something?
Maybe. Honestly, the
That's
only
what I
one
remember.
that I remember is Tsukasa's.
What is his?
Like it's a, cause like for Knights' area, they like have like judgments basically, and Knights isn't allowed to do that sort of thing, which means they can't really participate in their area, which complicates things.
I see.
Yeah. Mitsuru says he can't dash. Oh no.
Oh. That's so funny. That's shit. He fucking can't. He has to walk. Yeah, and I think Kohaku's is like, don't kill anyone.
Honestly, yeah, I think so. Something like that. I think I'm gonna go ahead and raid Meep. They are currently doing some just chatting and talking to a birthday girl, so that's exciting. In the meantime, do you have any parting words for chat?
She does it!
If that's the case, Ifimichi, that would be Renee's, because Hero's secret order is that they have to be in the top 5, or their village gets destroyed.
Yeah.
It's very drastic things. Because...
No, wait, my parting word is hallelujah!
Yes. Very good, very good.
Doesn't he say it like hallelujah?
Maybe, I don't know. I tuned Tatsumi out.
Or no way, I'm hearing Hiyori in my head because I've heard him say it before. Yeah, hallelujah.
Yeah. Alright, bye bye everyone.
Bye.
Beautiful chaos.
This was a good stream.
Yeah.